Okay.
Like,
All right.
This is live.
You look amazing, Doug.
Thank you.
This is amazing. You got the tree right behind you. It's just freaking screams Christmas.
Christmas.
So what are the origins of Christmas, Doug?
The origins of Christmas?
Yeah.
That's
Like,
a
how
good
did it come
question.
about?
That is a good question.
It has something to do with Jesus, right? Or are we talking about Santa Claus?
Oh, I don't know what
Because
we were
there's two
talking
different.
about there.
There
There are
two,
two stories.
Yeah, there's two different stories. There's the Santa Claus one, and then there's the Jesus one.
And if it was the Jesus one, Christmas would actually have been in like May or April. Or
What?
so they say. Yes.
No, that was when he died, wasn't it?
No, based upon constellations and all this stuff, Christmas would not have been in December if it was Jesus' real birthday.
Bailey. Okay, never mind. Bailey doesn't want to get on this
No.
conversation yet. Okay.
Don't ask me
So,
about religion.
do you know where how did Santa Claus come about?
Santa Claus. There's just so many origin stories for Santa Claus.
Like, who thought of him to come down the chimney? That seems like the most dangerous place to come down in. Because what if there's a fire? The Santa Claus isn't going to catch on fire.
Well, Santa Claus is invulnerable, I think.
Oh, is that what it is?
Or he has fireproof pants, like a fireman.
The other thing I don't understand is Santa Claus is supposed to be like really fat and unhealthy. So how exactly does he fit down the chimney? Because he gets stuck. And if there's a fire, then he just burns to death in the fireplace.
His magical powers allow him to get sucked down the chimney. Haven't you ever seen the Santa Claus?
I do remember. I think
that's probably pretty accurate for his home invasion techniques.
Okay. So any children watching this, that's how Santa Claus does it.
Yes, that's how he does it.
That's how he does it. Okay.
Up to interpretation.
Up to interpretation.
But it's the only logical, scientific fact explanation.
No one exactly knows how Santa Claus gets down the chimney because it's like top secret government stuff.
It's part of the magic.
Yeah. Like, people just don't know.
And we don't even know if Santa actually goes down the chimney. What if the elves go down the chimney? They're smaller.
Oh.
What if they fly over the earth with a giant spaceship and all of the elves rappel down, straight down the chimneys, and they all just drop off the same presents all at once? Fail swoop.
So Santa Claus is actually just transporting the elves.
Yeah.
And the elves just jump down like little minions.
Santa Claus just might be like an Air Force general.
Ah, dude, you just nailed it. Mind blown. That's how it's done.
That could be done that way.
Now, you were telling me with scientific fact that Santa Claus is able to deliver all the presents because the Earth is actually flat.
Yep, that's why. So, because the round Earth is a myth. It doesn't actually exist. We live on a flat Earth. So, because of the horizon line and the shape of the Earth not curved, Santa can fly over it. He can cover the entire Earth all at once. And all of the elves can rappel down at once. And all drop off one present to each little good girl and boy.
Gotcha. Yeah. Now, has there ever been a time when Santa Claus accidentally flew off the edge of the Earth?
You know, I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe Santa Claus is an alien species who flew off the edge of another flat planet and then just somehow landed on ours. And he hasn't flown off it yet, even being here for thousands of years because, hey, remember that one time I flew off that other flat planet? Now I'm stuck here.
Are you being serious? Like, do you really think there's a flat Earth?
As flat as this
I'm
table.
Literally... I feel like you're messing with me.
No, the Earth is as flat as this table.
Take it away, Bailey. What do you think? Bring this in a little closer.
For what? The origin of Santa?
Yeah, what are your thoughts about the origins of Santa?
I have no idea. I actually have never heard any origin story about Santa Claus. You just hear that he lives like in the North Pole, and then he travels around and swoops down the chimney, hands out presents.
Well, I have to tell you, Doug's assessment is...
But I do
think
like
it's
the elf theory.
I mean, we don't really know about the North Pole. There's really no north on a flat Earth.
It's more like the center. It's more like the center pole.
It's more like he lives on the center pole.
Yeah, the
if
center
you will.
Pole. We didn't really take this theory to Alex Jones.
We should.
What are your thoughts about this,
What?
Bailey?
I don't know if you're messing with me. I
Santa
really
Claus,
don't know.
Santa Claus is an alien species from another planet who lives at the center pole of our flat Earth, if you will.
What about the South Pole?
You mean the...
Ooh, that's a good question. The South Pole would be
The South Pole is actually
That's
just
the
the
outer
edge.
ring,
It's just
yeah.
the outer ring.
outer ring.
And you've
pole.
heard about explorers
Yeah.
and from like the late 1800s, early 1900s who sailed to the South Pole, and they say they just saw a giant wall of ice.
Yeah.
That was just put there by the frost giants so we don't fall off the edge of the earth.
Yeah, that's how it is, man. And as a matter of fact, did you know how the dinosaurs went extinct? Because when the asteroid hit the flat Earth, it went boing, and all the dinosaurs went, whoa!
It just catapulted them off.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah, it catapulted them off. It's a true story. I don't know how it dissolved into this, but
That's why.
I was just
that's why
genuinely
it's so
curious if
expensive.
that's
No,
what you believe.
It's why it's so expensive to fly to Antarctica, because no matter where you are, that's the farthest flight path of anywhere you can go, because it's the edge of our flat Earth.
yeah. Mind blown or what?
Sure.
And that's why no good girls and boys live there, because Santa Claus, he might not be able to make the whole time thing work if he
Okay.
didn't deliver them out that far.
Now, coal. Why coal? You know, like Hitler was delivered a whole hunk of coal because he wasn't very nice. What's up with that?
I don't know the whole coal thing.
I don't either. They don't really teach you about origins. They're just like, you're naughty. Here you go.
See, I would think if you're a bad child, they would give you an album of Taylor Swift. I mean, that's brutal, man. Right?
I mean, you think about it, it's like looking throughout history. Until about 50 years ago, coal probably would have been a pretty good gift, because it gets pretty cold in the wintertime.
Yeah. It could power the coal cars back then.
Yeah, the coal-powered cars.
Yeah. You know, we went from coal cars to gasoline cars to Teslas.
I don't even think they talk about coal anymore, like giving coal to bad kids. You don't hear about that anymore.
That's because there's no such thing as bad kids anymore.
Yeah, now kids just get gender swaps.
That was a little extreme.
It's like, if you're a bad boy, we're going to make you into a bad girl. No!
I'm not sure that's how it happens.
Not even close.
Oh, boy. Okay, so favorite Christmas movies.
Okay, favorite Christmas movies in no particular order.
Yeah, no,
Home
no
Alone,
order.
The Santa Claus, and Christmas Vacation.
I love Christmas Vacation. That's what I was just going to say. I also really like Elf. I know it's overplayed, but you can't
Elf
go
is good.
wrong.
Elf is good.
I know the Wilson family loves Christmas Vacation.
Yep. Christmas Vacation is the
It's
best.
the best one.
Yeah, we watch it at least once a year, every Christmas.
That would be the
Christmas-
ideal time to watch it.
Christmas Story isn't bad either. We actually reenacted the whole, like, where he stuck his tongue to the pole as one of our Christmas cards one year.
Oh, wow. That's nice. Have you guys watched the new Christmas Story yet?
No, has that come out yet?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was out yet.
A Christmas Story Christmas.
So is that when he's like an adult?
Yeah, he's a father of children.
Did his kid shoot
Does he
his eye out?
make them like stick their
That's the
tongue
real
on a
question.
pole? To
I
get
don't
it
know.
Stuck?
I haven't seen it.
Oh.
What about ugly sweaters? What's with
Oh,
that?
ugly sweaters. Oh, okay, my ugly sweater?
Explain your ugly sweater to me first. Let's look at that.
It's Trump's head on Rocky Balboa's body.
And what Rocky Balboa film is
I
that?
believe this
body
is
from?
Rocky 3.
Stand up, if you can, real quick.
Yeah, see Rocky 3.
Black shorts, Rocky 3.
Yeah, Rocky 3 when he was beating up Mr. T.
Clubber Lang.
Yeah, the guy with the mohawk, black guy.
Yep.
Yeah,
He pities the fool.
Yeah, that was a good one. What
That was
about yours?
Mine
You got
is
a little.
just an ugly deer with a cup holder.
Yep, there you go.
There
And
you have it,
wait,
folks.
and
I
then
don't
we
have
got
mine
a
on. I don't have.
we got
mine
the
on.
atheist over here.
I do. No, I have it. I just don't have it on.
Atheist
I
or
missed the memo.
agnostic?
She's a Scientologist. Dun dun dun.
And that's why she doesn't agree with our flat Earth theory.
Yes,
That's why I
she
don't
doesn't
believe
agree
flat
with
Earth.
our
Exactly.
flat Earth theory.
I mean, just think about it. What better vantage point for Santa Claus than the center pole, where the distance of the edge of the Earth is the same in every single direction?
it's like the center pole is like that
HQ.
is where life is beginning. You know what I mean?
I just
don't
don't
know.
understand.
And even if he doesn't do his fly over the entire Earth all at once, he
You
can
know,
shoot out a bunch of people in the
children-
same direction, the same exact distance.
Children are gonna watch this and their minds are gonna be blown. They'll be like, "Mom and Dad, I just found out the truth about the North Pole."
Kids, no matter what you do, don't listen to your parents. The Earth is flat. I have a master's degree.
Believe me.
So you can believe me.
Okay, so anyways, so Christmas movie is a lot of people like try to claim that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Why is it a Christmas movie?
Because it happens on Christmas Eve, right? Is it Christmas Eve?
I thought it was Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Is it not Christmas Eve?
Nagamoto Tower?
But like, is there any?
Yakamoto
I don't
Tower?
ever remember seeing any,
Nakatomi Plaza. I got there.
but I don't
It's part
ever
of
remember
Flat
seeing
Earth.
any like Christmas.
They're having a
Like
they're
ornaments.
having a holiday Christmas party. It was the late '80s, Max. It was
No.
very modern.
Oh. Okay, so then
Muted tones.
I guess, and then another movie that's kind of falls in the same category as Rambo. But that wasn't exactly on Christmas Day.
We don't know the exact date it happened. We
There
just
was
know it was in the
still-
little sleepy town
There
of
was
Hope,
still
Washington.
time for Rambo to like make amends with Santa Claus to not get the coal. Am I correct?
I don't know. He did shoot up quite a bit of the town, but he did it in the name of justice.
He was like the OG of Black Lives Matter.
I
don't think so.
I wouldn't go that far.
I wouldn't
Max.
go that far. I think. Yeah. All he wanted was something to eat.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But he was profiled. See?
He was profiled.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how a man who doesn't eat very frequently can get that jacked, because he's obviously not intaking enough protein.
That is very true. That is very true. And there seems to be no gyms in that small town. I don't know why he was walking over there.
I know, just walking around. Walking around, not eating food, not really conducive
With a very
of
suspicious flag.
not very conducive of that jacked physique.
Just, you'll have to watch the movie.
Yeah, I only saw the newest one. 'cause
Yeah,
you
we
made
saw
me
the
watch
newest.
it.
Yeah, we saw the newest Rambo movie. Amazing. Have you seen that one?
I have.
The one where you just like
Blows up the
Goes
hole
to Mexico,
underneath.
takes out the entire
Yeah.
Mexican gang, and then goes back
Amazing.
home, fights other
amazing.
people.
Man, that was sad that
tunnels.
girl died though.
Yeah,
That was sad.
that was sad. Rest in peace.
You know, some people say the legend is that Sylvester Stallone, much like Santa Claus, can travel around the entire flat Earth because he can dig tunnels in every which direction.
shit.
So much like Santa Claus comes from above. Be careful, children, because Sylvester Stallone will come from below.
And you won't understand what he's saying while he does it. You're like,
you've been bad.
Right. Yeah, yeah, bad.
Rocky's gonna get ya.
Right, yeah, Adrian.
Man, him on flat Earth.
That would be a movie to see. Sylvester Stallone on Flat Earth. And he's escaping Flat Earth. Like he's got to break through the freaking ice barrier, get out of like the tyranny, you know?
But what is beyond the ice barrier?
Well, space.
But do we really know that?
Well, what is it going to be? Floating blackness?
I don't know.
It's space.
I don't know. The moon landing was fake. They tell us the moon was in space.
Oh. So here's a question. If people lived on the moon, would Santa Claus deliver on the moon?
That is a good question.
What do you think?
I guess
I
it all
mean-
depends. I mean, I don't think the moon actually exists. I think we're kind of all enclosed in a dome like Simpsons the movie. Because then,
What?
I don't know.
But is the moon actually landable? Because if the Earth is flat, the moon would be like a little like pebble. Right?
That's true. The moon. How would you land on that?
Yeah, it'd be like.
It would have to be wide enough, and you could just land on the top, and then you'd slide right off.
Yeah.
Maybe Santa Claus just fell off the moon, and that's how he landed here.
He came from the moon.
I'm so lost. You guys.
All right.
Okay, in all
Anyways.
seriousness,
In all seriousness, though, where do you think the elves came from?
they came from the ground, from like a weed that just like sprouts out from the ground, like a Sour Patch Kid, or no, a Cabbage Patch Kid. It just like farts them out. They kind of stink.
That actually makes pretty good sense.
You know,
could see
I
them-
kind of like that.
I could see them growing out of the ground.
That's why no one likes them. That's why Santa Claus is like, get back to work. And
Yeah.
they're like, I don't want to.
They're not
But they're
really
like,
even
get
people.
back to work.
They're just
Yeah.
plants.
Those are like kind of more like resembles the lizard people that people talk about, like the little elves,
Hmm.
like little lizard elf people,
I mean, I don't think we've ever
like Lord of
seen
the
one.
Rings.
like the hobbits.
Or The Hobbit, yeah. The Hobbit.
Yeah, Hobbits.
Wrong movie.
Yeah, we don't see many elves running around. That's probably why. Although it's pretty cold at the center pole, how's he growing them? In a giant warehouse under UV lights?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. That's what
Okay.
he's doing.
Mhm. The only way to grow plants.
Yeah, people are gonna watch this video and be like, "What the fuck is up with these nutty people?"
I mean, if you really want to get into belief, I mean, there are people who believe in Santa Claus. Why not believe in the flat Earth?
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, people believe. People believe that the mask worked.
Everybody wants to
And
talk about
Scientology.
Everybody wants to talk about how the Earth is round, but I don't know anybody who's been able to tell me any different. Every person you have a conversation with,
I mean, think of this.
they don't know.
Think of this. You don't use round balls for change. You use flat coins. Yeah.
True.
You're not like
true.
you're not like give me 50 cents back and they're like here's some fucking marbles. They're like here's some coins.
And notice the more you
Yeah.
talk about it, the more people try and silence you.
I know. I mean, our live stream probably is already off the air.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We should get what's his name? The one guy, Neil
Patrick Harris,
No, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil
or whatever
deGrasse Tyson,
Yeah.
the Cosmos guy.
Yeah. He would totally understand what we're talking about.
He would. I think he would.
Yeah.
Also, okay. Here's an interesting one for you guys. Did you know that all of Santa's 8 reindeer would have to be female? They couldn't be male
Why?
because the caribou, or as they are known domestically, the reindeer, the males all shed their antlers by the end of November, and the females don't till late winter or early spring. And every single depiction we have of the reindeer, they all have antlers, which means they're all female.
No.
Yep.
Impossible.
Rudolph is a
I
woman.
antlers-
never even thought of
The
that.
antlers are supposed to be the males trying to dominate
Nope.
the
Nope.
females. What?
No.
So they're all feminists?
They're just all ladies.
Rudolph's a female.
Rudolph is a female.
Rudolph is a fucking feminist? I was kidding.
Yes.
All 8, they're all females.
Oh, damn.
That's actually true. Not that the flat Earth is not. I'm just
Well,
saying.
honestly, you would want it all one gender because if you have mixed genders, they're gonna get all horny and wanna,
Yeah,
it
they'll
might
they'll
screw up
start
the
pairing
flying-
off, having
It
children.
might screw up the flying pattern, kind
Mhm.
of like the military,
Yeah,
You
yeah,
wanna,
yeah.
like,
They're-
keep them all
Yeah.
separated, kind of
Yes.
like prison.
No.
And the good thing is, I hear if they are around each other enough, their cycles start to match up. So you can all count on them not being cranky on Christmas.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky. If the cycles fall on Christmas, you're in big trouble.
Is that what happened back in 1995 when no one got presents?
Could be.
And it was like all their cycles were all off, and then it all fell apart. It was like national news and everything.
I don't know if he.
Did you not get presents?
Yeah, no, I didn't get presents.
I don't
that
think
year.
I was even a thought.
I was only 2 in 1995.
I remember it. I was like 3.
Oh wait, no, I was just born.
I was like 3 or 4. I was like, where the hell are my presents? My parents were like, well, sit down. Let me tell you about the,
What's the coolest
all this
gift
stuff.
you've ever gotten for Christmas?
Oh, me?
Yeah. Well, both of you.
That's a tough question. I'm trying to think because most of the time is shit that I don't want. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Max.
No, I'm trying to think. It's hard. I don't know. I like a lot of the presents I get.
The 2 gifts I remember the most, one was an E300 electric razor scooter, which I thoroughly
Oh,
enjoyed
fun.
until Super Bowl Sunday when I was launched from the handlebars. So that one's probably second place. But the first one that I remember being the most excited about was the Nintendo GameCube.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a good one.
Shelby
you know
and I
what?
were excited for that too.
So you got the GameCube?
Yes. It was like a shared gift, but yes.
Okay, so now I remember. Okay, so I'd say my 2 favorite ones. The first one was I got a Game Boy.
Ah,
That
Of
was like
course.
back in like the late 90s. I was like, yeah.
you know what? Now
But I
that you
did-
say that, we got Game Boys. Me and
Yeah.
my sisters, all 3
Yeah.
of us the same year.
I got the Game Boy Pocket where it could fit in your pocket. The see-through
Like
one.
the one that kind of looks like the color.
Yeah, but it was just the Game Boy.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot about that present because the games that I first got were not that good.
Clearly, you didn't
Tetris.
like Pokemon.
No, it was like
Yeah, you didn't play Pokemon.
I am not a Pokemon guy. And then the second present I would have to say I really liked was the PlayStation 2. It was like kind of like the joint. Me and my brother. Yeah, that was awesome. But you said you got the Game Boy?
I got what? Let's see here. My sister got the see-through purple one. My sister got like a lime green one, and I got a Pokemon edition, like Pikachu yellowish one.
We love that.
What
The Pokemon ones.
I tried to get into it when I was a kid. I just can't. I was more like man, this I'm like Mario. Mario is a lot better.
Oh, we loved Mario too, but
Yeah, it was
Super Mario 64.
yes.
That was a good one.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Mario
still probably one of the
64 was
best
great.
games.
Yeah, for sure. Super Mario Sunshine. That was my first
I
Nintendo
loved-
GameCube game.
Dude.
That's
Love
why.
Mario
Sunshine.
Sunshine's fun too.
Luigi's Mansion was the first game I got on the GameCube.
Okay, that was
Okay.
good. That was a good.
Oh
one,
yeah,
too.
and
That
you'd
was-
like suck them up in the vacuum.
yeah.
Suck the ghosts up in the vacuum.
Forgot about that game.
Also scientific.
Yeah, very scientific if I say so myself. I've done it many times. On the GameCube.
I can't relate.
On Luigi's Mansion.
I don't really do much vacuuming. My wife pesters me about it, so I can't say that I have.
Yeah, that should have been a Princess Peach game.
Touche.
Oh.
It should have been Princess Peach's haunted mansion and
Or
she's
castle.
Like,
Castle. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Castle.
Oh.
And a
Castle, wow.
castle could be much more haunted.
yeah, and a lot more scary.
Yeah.
A lot more big.
I
too.
think we have something to sell to Nintendo.
Yeah. And then she has like do the dishes.
Nintendo, if
before
you're
the ghosts
listening,
come out.
Nintendo, if
This
you're
is
listening,
horrible.
I'm trademarking Peach's Castle. Trademark. Unless Peach's Castle is called Peach's Castle in Nintendo, then something else.
Talking about Mario, have you guys seen the new the Mario preview movie?
I have.
Yes.
I haven't watched the trailer though.
Oh yeah,
I watched the teaser with the penguin people throwing snowballs.
What do you?
They came out with the whole trailer. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, what do you think about Bailey?
I hope it's really good. I don't like that Chris Pratt is Mario using just like a regular English accent.
Yeah, and
It's weird.
One person.
Mario sounds like this?
I
one-
know. I'm waiting for him to
one
like bring out
person-
Groot and some. Like,
One person brought up a good point that like Princess Peach sounds too like ordinary. Like
Well-
she doesn't sound peachy enough.
Does she ever even say anything
Yeah,
in the
dude.
games? I think she
Yeah.
goes like Mario like once
That's
or
it.
twice. and
Yeah,
that's
but
it.
she has like a very
Help
like
me.
low like normal just like voice. She's like, "We gotta save the kingdom." You're like, "What?" Like this does not sound like Princess Peach. Gotta be a little more.
Jack Black plays like Bowser or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't.
Yeah.
That did not sound like him.
Who plays Donkey Kong? Or can he talk?
Man, I can't remember. I'd have to pull up the list.
That's my favorite Super Smash Brothers player is Donkey Kong.
Oh, have you ever played Donkey Kong Country, Super Nintendo?
Yeah,
No.
I haven't either.
You have played.
So
it.
I
You-
tried
you
I tried to
recognize
play
it.
Donkey Kong, the yellow one on Nintendo 64. You know the yellow cartridge?
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
I got that game, tried to
Yeah.
play it, booted up the system, and it told me I needed the Rumble Pack to play it.
Oh,
The thing you put in the bottom of the controller.
That one wasn't that good.
Mom didn't buy me the Rumble Pack, so never played Donkey Kong.
Honestly, you're not missing much
Sad.
because that was like rated the lowest
No.
one. So.
Donkey Kong Country was on Super Nintendo?
Yeah, it's 2D. It's
It's like
kind
the
of like
purple controller?
Is that the one with the ladders?
well with the
that
ropes.
might be Mario.
They climb the ropes. It's kind of like Mario.
I have no idea what you're talking
You
about.
would recognize it because we played it.
Ropes?
Yes,
And you
we
would
used-
jump?
Yes, you would recognize it. There was the one level where we're in the carts, or not the mining carts. It was like,
Did we play this at your house?
no, we played it over at Anna's house. You would recognize it if you saw it.
Man, that's been a while.
Well, just me. They all left. I'm just kidding. Hey Bailey, can you get me one?
I'm back.
What?
I'm like other Kyle from South Park. I'm back.
I've been watching a lot of South Park lately. That shit is hilarious.
Another Christmas topic we could discuss: Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo.
Oh! Hell yeah! Mr. Hanky the Christmas poo. It's real.
Also real.
Yeah, if you just shake your turds, you just pick it up and you shake it enough, he comes alive.
Mm-hmm. Which, oddly enough, Kyle was a Jewish character, and he created Mr. Hanky the Christmas poo.
Because he couldn't celebrate Christmas. Yeah, that was a funny
You see, that's how we know the power of Christmas is in our hearts.
Yeah, so that first episode, I watched it recently. It was hilarious because, yeah, what's his name?
Kyle?
Yeah, Kyle couldn't celebrate Christmas because he was a Jew. And then he brought up Mr. Hanky the Christmas Poo. And I'm like, what is that? And he's like, this Mr. Pooh that comes alive. And like everyone thought he was crazy because he kept like showing people this turd that would come to life only in his own view. But then at the same time, everyone was offended by everything Christmas. Like they're like, we can't have a Christmas tree. It's too offensive. We can't have this. It's just like, everything was too offensive. And then finally, the Christmas Poo came out and saved Christmas.
I wish Christmas
Great.
carols were too offensive. Then maybe we wouldn't have to hear the mayor of Nampa sing them at the Christmas tree lighting every year.
She tries
The mayor?
She tries every year. It just does not work.
The mayor sang the Christmas songs.
Yes.
I wasn't there, but I didn't know that's what she did.
She tries every single year and it just never works. And this year was like
She forgot the lyrics to the song.
she
was
forgot.
singing.
No, yeah. She goes. Sing the song for me. And there was like nothing.
And then she
Like,
brought it back.
like a concert, like sing the lyrics.
Yeah.
That's
Nothing.
embarrassing.
It was interesting.
It happens every year.
Max,
we're like, please.
is that the PlayStation 2 that
That-
came for Christmas?
No, that
No.
one. My brother has the OG one. That one I bought from my friend for like $100.
I had the slim PlayStation 2.
How was that? I heard that was pretty good.
It was fine.
I heard it played PlayStation 1 games better.
I don't know.
Because that one, over time, it forgets how to read the PlayStation 1 games. So if anyone's watching this, I looked it up on the internet. The eyeball has to move closer up to PlayStation 1 games to read it. And over time, that original PlayStation 2, it forgets to move the eyeball up. And so it can't read it. But I manually took it apart and adjusted the eyeball up close, and it can read the game. That's what it is.
Wow.
But the problem is when you manually adjust the eyeball yourself, it's on manual mode. and then it can't adjust to play PlayStation 2 games.
I think we can say, while maybe not the best system, the GameCube is the coolest looking one.
It is cool
Because it is a
And
cube.
I was gonna say it's
It's
a
a
cube.
cube, and it's got the little tiny like disc.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
but
they're so
Those are pretty
cute.
cool. Yeah, those are cool.
They also had all the best games.
Who, me?
No, the GameCube.
The GameCube.
Yeah, sure. You too, Max.
I think the GameCube might have had the best Nintendo games.
I think so.
Yeah, they had.
Super Smash Bros. Melee was better than the original.
Yeah,
I agree.
I would say.
Sunshine was
Super
fun.
Mario Sunshine was good.
Yeah, like the GameCube.
Wind
like,
Waker.
The GameCube, like.
I never played Wind Waker.
The GameCube
a good
perfected the Nintendo 64 games.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
their exclusive games. Yeah.
Star Fox Adventures, that was a swing and a miss. Was that what it was called? The Star Fox one that was kind of like dark on GameCube?
I never played Star Fox. The only.
Oh,
I didn't
Sonic
either.
Adventures
Oh,
on
Sonic!
GameCube.
I did play Sonic a lot.
Sonic, those were good games on GameCube.
Shelby and I played that all the time, religiously.
Sonic Adventures.
Yeah. Because he had the little monsters to take care of.
The only Sonic games I ever played were the 2D ones. The Sega ones. I got the collection,
the
the
Sega
Master Collection for the GameCube. It has all the 2D ones. Dude, I was fucking... I got so good at it, man. I don't know. It's some spam bot that messaged us. He's like, we can promote your channel and more viewers. And it's like, shut up.
We're already being promoted by Coors Light.
Coors
Yeah,
Light.
Coors!
It's cold as the Rockies. Heck, it's cold as the Central Pole.
Comes from the edge of the flat earth.
I was just going to say that.
You see this, kids? This is the wall that surrounds our flat Earth. Don't listen to your parents.
All I can think about is like
What do you buy?
traveling
The
in
government.
flat Earth. Like, you only go one direction.
Well, you'd have to go back, though.
But then how do you go the other way? Like,
What do you
if
mean
you
the
from
other
here
way?
to like Russia, they go this way. But if it was flat Earth, you'd have to go the other way. Is it like a cylinder flat Earth?
Well, we never know which way they actually take us when we go up in a plane. They just pull up that little screen, and people's sheepish minds go, "Oh, this must be the way we are going. Look at the line in the cartoon plane."
It's true. Just watch a little dash. Little dashes as you fly.
I mean, people actually believe the news, so what can I say?
I know, right?
That's true.
They're like, watch out for this serial killer on the loose. You're like, okay.
Lame screen
Lame.
media. Hopefully no one here went to U of I.
No.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That may have been too soon.
That may have been too soon. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Well, what blows my mind, though, is mainstream media is still like, they have not caught the killer yet. I'm like, bro, there's cold cases that have never been solved in like 50 years. Like, calm down now, okay?
these things take time.
Yeah, they take time.
The only way we won't catch him is he escaped over the Great Ice Wall.
Oh my god, that is exactly what happened.
I don't know.
He fell off the flat of the earth.
We never hear from
Or
people.
off the earth of the flat, or flat of the... I don't know what the fuck you call it.
What?
The Great Ice Wall.
The
The
Great,
Great
Ice
Ice Wall, where Coors Light was formed.
Wall.
Like, is that what we're talking about?
Yep.
The
We could
dinosaurs.
totally make a conspiracy documentary and like just explain everything we just did in great detail. It'd be a great
It would.
documentary.
And people can think it's a conspiracy when it's
I'm
really
sure
the truth.
Netflix would buy it from you guys.
Netflix is too bleh.
I mean, they're out of ideas at this point. They're making
They
like
are
a live.
out of
They're making a
ideas.
live action Lilo and Stitch now. So
Really?
yeah,
For Netflix or Disney?
Disney.
They are out of ideas.
Yeah, you know. Oh, did you see
I
that?
think it's
they're
really time to launch Peach's Castle.
Yes,
I agree.
With the vacuum and everything, dishwashers and cleaning, and you just gotta clean
No.
up the castle. That's all you gotta do.
Uh huh.
And there's ghosts.
And there's ghosts. Yeah. And when she catches them, she just goes, "Oh, you little cute little ghost."
Did we figure out who's the voice
Does
of Donkey
she
Kong?
suck them up or?
Yeah, she sucks them up. What was that?
Did we figure out who the voice of Donkey Kong was?
Oh, Seth Rogen.
Oh, Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
And Charlie Day is Toad.
It should have been.
Luigi.
Oh, he's Luigi. Who's Toad?
Michael Key. Michael
Who?
Keegan Key. Key and Peele.
Oh, gotcha.
Man, my switching is all over the place. I apologize, viewers. No, I was gonna
I
Yeah,
say.
know
Max,
that.
you're kind of making me a little sick.
I was gonna say Donkey Kong should have been The Rock.
But I love Jack Black. Oh wait, he's Bowser.
Yeah, he's Bowser. And Bowser should have
I don't know,
been
I love
Sylvester
Seth Rogen.
Stallone, because he would have been like, "Well, hey, what are you doing here? We're gonna take over the world."
Well, who would have been a better Mario?
Okay.
Huh?
What was that?
Who would have been a better Mario?
Oh yeah, but what if Mario was Sylvester Stallone? Oh yeah. Hey, it's a me, Mario.
It's a me,
Mario. Yes.
That'd
Yeah.
be so uncomfortable.
Hey, come on, man.
Would it not?
eat the magic mushrooms, eh?
I ate the magic mushrooms. I should have been a big. That would have been amazing.
That would have been good.
And
I
then
don't-
have Arnold as Bowser. So Arnold would have been like, "I will terminate you." So, I don't know.
I don't know about
John
that.
Cena.
John
No,
Cena.
but then no one would be able to see Bowser.
Why is that?
Wait, why?
Oh, because. What? Because the Chinese?
No, because John Cena,
propaganda
you
or
can't
something?
see me.
Oh. I don't know how
Clearly,
I
we don't have
didn't-
any wrestling fans in the building.
I don't know how I didn't make that connection.
I'm not a wrestling
I
guy.
just, I'm not either. But
Me neither.
I
But
do
knew that.
know. That's what he says. That's about it.
Okay, so
Salt is my holy grail.
Pickle? Is that pickle juice?
Pickle salt.
Pickle salt.
so how do you like
This
what-
is what the elves come from. You
Pickle
put pickle salt in the ground under the UV lights. You wait about 9 months. That's the gestation period. Very similar to a human female. Out pops the elf. And since it's UV lights, there's no growing season. You can just keep doing it.
That's why the elves are short, because there's not a lot of sunlight and they're like really short.
And you don't even have to feed them. They just work till they wither
You just
away.
water them.
They work till they wither away.
Just water them.
Yeah. Don't even need to water them. You just work till they wither away. They turn into compost. You only need them one night a year, and then you just use them for compost the next year to grow the next batch of elves.
And then sometimes you put them in a
They're-
little stretchy contraption where you stretch them out.
They're quite literally a renewable resource.
They are. So, we need to get with Elon Musk. Be like, yo, this is how we can get the best energy supply, okay, for your electric cars. We get a bunch of elves, and we stuff them into your battery.
I mean, there's no power source quite as powerful as Christmas.
Do you think you're going to be unbanned from Twitter?
Oh, dude, I am totally going to be unbanned from Twitter.
Were you banned from Twitter?
Twice.
How?
He's
So-
a bully online.
No, so the first time I got banned, I commented on this post. It was like she was saying like the economy is so bad that people are like having weddings at gas stations now. And I commented, white trash will be white trash. And that got marked as like hate speech. I was like, what the fuck?
But was that Elon's Twitter or was
No,
that
this
Jack
was
Dorsey's
before.
Twitter?
This is before. And then again,
White trash will be white trash.
And then again, I had another one. I had another account, and that got flagged. I don't know. I saw a video that pissed me off, where it was like some thug like beat this old man over the head with a bat. I'm like, just next time punch that guy in the face, and that got flagged for like hate speech.
Huh.
So it's very dumb,
That is very interesting.
but I will be unbanned one of these days.
I don't have Twitter.
I don't know.
I'm
What do
just
you
on
think?
the gram.
What do you think?
I love the gram. Facebook, it's like everyone's bragging about themselves or they're complaining.
I just have
That's all I
Facebook for
see.
Facebook Marketplace. That's the only thing I
Yeah,
go on.
same.
Facebook Marketplace is great.
Who
I don't
needs
even
this?
post
But
online though.
you know why? You know what the thing is? The biggest competitor to the Central Pole and delivery of gifts is Facebook
Central
Marketplace.
poll. So we got 3 polls.
No, just we have the Central Pole and Facebook Marketplace.
So Facebook, I feel like Facebook's more like, hey, all relatives, this is what I'm up to.
Facebook is the
that's
Instagram
about it.
Instagram of 50-year-olds.
Yeah, Facebook is like the Instagram of like, check me out, relatives. Hey.
And then
Like,
you're
look-
giving
you're
hate
like-
speech
you're
on
like-
Twitter.
Like, look at me, aunt. Look at me, grandfather-in-law. And then
Yeah,
Twitter's
Max,
just a shit
You gotta
show.
stop saying such awful things on
Dude,
Twitter.
that's not even that bad.
I know it's not.
But yeah, no, Elon Musk just announced like yesterday that he was going to unban 1.5 billion accounts.
Wow.
That seems over exaggerated because I don't think there's 1.5 billion accounts on Twitter to begin with.
I'm not sure.
But he said it.
I'm not a part of the Twitter sphere, so I don't know.
I would like to come back to Twitter though because his plans for Twitter sounds like he's going to start like trying to compete with like YouTube. So
I don't follow any of that stuff.
I think I need to get on it if I do get unbanned.
Can't you just change your...
I tried making another account and they link it to your cell phone.
Oh.
Yeah, I tried making another
Big Brother much?
yeah,
Twitter?
I tried making another account. They're like, nope, you're permanently suspended. I didn't even do anything. I followed Elon Musk and they caught me.
Wow.
So,
That's fortunate.
honestly though, right now it's a shit show. I don't really care. You can still get on the site and like see what people are like. You can still see what's going on. You just can't. You can't post anything. You can't like on anything. You can't like comment. You're just basically like a ghost. You know. It's actually not that bad.
It's not a bad way to go on social media. I rarely like anything or post anything.
Instagram's fun. Instagram is kind of like TikTok in my mind. It's so freaking distracting. I get sucked down just funny video after funny video. I'm like,
Yeah, my wife
shit.
is a TikTok. I'm not about it because that's a Chinese communist information app. Have you
Yeah.
ever read the user agreements for TikTok?
No, but I heard some pretty insane things about like how they
Every
can-
single computer, electrical device in your house, by hitting I agree on TikTok, you're allowing them to
yeah, like
pull
spy
information
on
from all those
of your
devices.
information, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. There's a lot of like conservatives who are like, "Oh, TikTok is like destroying the youth and stuff." But I'm like, well, that's really just TikTok has a very like good algorithm. If they're pushing like a lot of bad stuff on your kid, that's more of a reflection on them, not society.
Mm-hmm.
It's like whatever you search on TikTok is what they give you. So
Man.
really, you should be going to your kid and going like, "Hey, like, what's up with this? Like, why are you?" It's not really TikTok's fault. It's the viewer's fault. You know, and what happens is you get a lot of conservatives like, "Look at all this insane shit." Well, yeah, you're getting all that insane shit because you keep watching it. It's like a negative feedback loop. It's when I get on TikTok, I just get a bunch of stupid fart joke videos. You know, it really is a reflection on yourself.
TikTok's pretty
know?
weird though because my wife was on TikTok last night and I was watching it with her. And if you go on there after like I don't know, let's say 10:30 at night, there's a bunch of like late night live streams and it's a bunch of creepy dudes who dress up with like freaky makeup
That's
and
so weird.
masks on. It's super weird.
That's so weird because when I get on, I get none of that. Like none of it.
I don't know where it came from. It's just she was
It's
going through
weird.
the feed and there was like some dude dressed up like a vampire playing piano.
That's so weird.
It was
Like,
weird.
Oh,
I
that's
don't-
creepy.
Yeah.
I don't. Do you ever get any weird stuff like that? Because every time I watch your feed, like we get just like just funny shit.
I get a lot of like, it almost looks like spam where it's like
or
people
like
go on there
advertisements.
and they're like begging for money.
Really?
Yeah, it's like poor looking families and they're begging for money. Or I get really awful ASMR and I hate ASMR.
Dude, I
I
might have
hate those
conquered
videos.
the TikTok China Communist Party because the shit I see is the funniest shit. I don't get any of that. I don't
What is-
get any of the weird
What
stuff.
does ASMR actually stand for? Does anybody know? Or is it just ASMR?
Well, you know what it is, right?
Sounds. I don't
It's
know.
just like sounds.
It's all
I
like,
can't remember what the A
they're like
stands
this,
for.
like,
And they like touch the mic.
and then
I
like,
hate it. It
and then they're
drives me
like-
crazy.
like,
Or like people sit there and they like eat. They like eat and smack their food. I'm like, this is disgusting.
That was very good ASMR, Max.
it's very like soothing to people. Apparently, I don't know.
Weird.
Like
Dude.
the nails.
Talking
I
about
hate
Twitch, because we're live on Twitch. There was a point in time when I get on Twitch and the whole home feed was this ASMR, and this is a bunch of women just like licking their like microphones. You're like, what the fuck is going
What
on
the
with
hell?
society right now? It's like, goddamn.
It's awful.
And it's depressing because you click on it, you're like, wow, they got like 3,000 viewers making the shit of money, like shitloads of money. Like, fuck me.
All that money. Yeah. Sometimes I see people who make a big following on social media and I go, mostly it's like the fitness influencers and stuff. And all I can think to myself is I can't wait for 20 years when they're not attractive anymore. And they spent all their money and didn't invest properly. And now where will they be? I don't
Like,
know. We're kind of like the guinea pig generation for
We
social
are.
media because there's a lot of people who know how to use it and make a lot of money off it. But it'll be interesting to see what happens like 10 or 15 years down the road when we're not the young people anymore.
You're totally right. The way I
and
see
what'll
it,
happen to like the wealth curve of those people.
the way I see it is almost like Hollywood in the 70s and 80s, like big, or even in the 90s, big boom, and then the late 2000s come, 2010s come, and a lot of those actors are just like fat slobs and just like,
Yeah.
like what the?
Well, it's
I kind of
true.
see the same thing happening with social media. It's like, man,
Nobody
it's-
wants to work anymore. All the children say they want to be influencers or like YouTubers now. Like that's the thing.
dude. If I
That's
could,
all kids want to do now.
if I could redo it, I would have been like a plumber. Like, or something simple like that. Like, dude, that shit would have been giving you big money. But like,
yeah.
what was it? Yeah, no, you're right about that. What do you think about the Liver King?
Well, now that we know he's actually using steroids. Because I would have guessed that before. I thought you could get that buff just eating liver.
Right.
No, I don't know about the Liver King. He's a weird dude.
Do you know who the Liver King
I have
is?
no idea who that is.
What's up, primals? He lives by the 9 ancestral tenets. He's got a big beard. He walks around in shorts and combat boots and nothing else.
Yeah, so it was like this. It was like this guy who was like super buff, ripped, you know, like beard, like kind of looked like a caveman. And his whole shtick was like he lived like a caveman.
He kind of looks like if Eddie lived 500 million years ago.
Yeah, it would. It would be like a caveman Eddie, basically.
It wouldn't be Homo sapien Eddie. It would be Homo erectus Eddie. Or otherwise known as the Neanderthal.
That's a
Neanderthal.
compliment, Eddie. But yeah, no. Yeah, he was like, he lived like the caveman way, you know. He was like, he claimed like he had no lights in his house. Like, the moment the sun went down, he'd go to bed. He slept on like a thing of wood.
Did he build his own
And-
house?
No, it doesn't look
Oh.
like it. But he probably would have said it if it looked like it. But then, like, he ate, like, raw meat. He ate, like, livers, and that's where the liver...
Testicles.
Yeah, testicles. What was the saying? Testicles... He's like, what was the saying? He's like, why
What's the
why
saying?
eat, like, something where you could eat testicles or something like that? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Something
He
ridiculous.
just, like, blew up on Instagram, and then... He claimed he was all natural. He's like, oh no, I don't take any steroids. And then it came out that he took steroids.
And it wasn't a surprise to anybody.
Because he's just jacked.
Yeah. Like his six pack was literally like defined 24/7. Like bulging out, defined, like just like, and people are like,
Like your Trump shirt.
yeah. But they're like, you can't be defined like that 24/7. Like you're only, you know, it's
No,
unnatural.
it's not possible.
Yeah. Like even people who are like really fit, they still have like a layer of fat that will hide the abs.
It's like your protective layer.
Well, yeah, I mean, And a really interesting thing is when the bodybuilders are like doing their poses on stage, you know,
Yeah.
they're like on death's door because they're like super dehydrated, like in order to show all their muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how unnatural it is. Like that's not natural. Who's that?
The Liver King.
Oh yeah, Liver King. But
That beard. He like curled it. Is there beard curlers? Is that a
I don't
thing
think
where
he
you can,
curls the
curl
beard.
it?
I think it's just really long, and he doesn't do anything to like maintain it. Beards would look. If your beard was long, it would probably look like that. You have to straighten them or like comb them. Use some nice beard balm.
you got a good beard going on. You know what? As a matter of fact,
You do have a good beard.
you had a mustache last time you were on the podcast.
I
didn't
did.
You?
I'm evolving.
God damn, dude. New era. It's like the Pokemon era.
Generations. If you don't want to talk about it right, don't talk about it at all, Max.
I know.
I like to call it eras.
Nobody else is laughing.
He just wants to make fun of us. But I will
Make fun all
destroy
you want. You know how many millions of people love Pokemon? I'd argue that billions do.
Billions. Trillions. I'm sorry. So I tried watching Bailey play Pokemon. I'm like, I have no clue what's going on.
Well, you should try and play it, and then maybe you'd like it.
I just don't have time.
What time don't you
Oh
have?
my goodness. He always says that. He doesn't have time.
What do
for
you do,
anything.
Max? Take me through a day with Max Wilson.
I make 3D animations.
That's what you do all day, 24/7.
Pretty much.
You go to work.
Do you use this table for those 3D animations?
No, not this table.
You go to work. You come, or no, you go to the gym and then you come home. Then what do?
I work on my 3D animations.
Or
hang out with you.
or you play Zelda, Guitar Hero, The Sims.
Every other video game other than Pokemon, which you could spend some time
I
playing.
just don't care about Pokemon. I don't know what it is. Give me a break. I don't know. Pokemon's like, to me, it's like watching dolphins swim. Sure, it's interesting.
There
but
is a
it's-
dolphin.
But I just don't care. But, well, was your first Pokemon game on the Game Boy?
Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah, me too. And Silver. I think I was Silver first.
Was there
then
ever
Yellow.
a Pokemon Brown?
Now that I think about it.
No.
No.
Where they're like, man, this is shit. But it's like brown.
No.
Oh. You both are looking at me like I'm like,
We're judging you.
Yeah, you're being judged.
I'm sorry.
What's that sticking out the side of your laptop?
What?
Where all the cords are plugged in.
This one right here?
Yeah, what is that?
Well, that's the laptop charger. And then that connects to that, which connects to this. And then this connects to this. So this actually connects, that allows me to control the audio levels, like control the switcher on the computer. And then this connects to the thing that's streaming it out.
I see.
Yeah. So, pretty elaborate.
That is pretty elaborate.
What are you doing?
Hitting my salt.
Man, I'm trying to think of something else that I kind of hit a wall here.
Like the Great Ice Wall.
The Great Ice Wall, yes. But we got more ice walls to drink.
You know, if we sat here and continually drank these Coors Lights, eventually we would be able to create an ice wall around this example of flat Earth. So we could give a visual representation to all the folks at
Wow. Damn.
home. Save your empties.
Save your empties.
This could take a while.
Trying to think. I don't think has there been any like modern like Christmas movies that have come out? lately.
Yeah, like every year.
Really?
Rom-coms.
That Hallmark?
No
Oh,
new,
like-
not really any like new ideas for Christmas.
No, especially Hallmark. It's all the same thing. Like the girl goes back to town and meets the same old guy, and then somehow falls in love with him, and
she moves to
stays.
the big city, hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this hustle and bustle. I'm being worked to the bone. Boss sends her home.
Gotta go home.
She
my
meets the
family.
farm boy from Nebraska in the small town that she was friends with in high school. Lo and behold, she's like, "Oh, you again? Why am I seeing you everywhere?" Well, he works at the local store. He works on the farm. He works at the pharmacy. He works everywhere. They just keep bumping into each other, and by Newton's law, or not Newton's law, Murphy's law, if it can't happen, it will happen, and they fall in love.
It happens every time.
Every time.
And my
Every
mom.
movie.
And my mom is so. She's like, oh my god. She's like, oh. I knew. She's always surprised about what happens. I'm like, Mom, this is so obvious. She's like, oh, he's such a jerk. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I just don't understand why she's with him. I'm like, give me a break. She's going to go with the nerdy guy. She's like, I don't think so. And then, oh, she went with the nerdy guy. I'm like, oh my God, get out of here. Every time.
You have a really strong opinion about this.
Yeah, that really
Because-
struck a chord.
Like,
My mom watches these shows or movies all the time, and she's always surprised by the outcome.
why are you
And
really
I go,
upset?
Because I'm like, Mom, these are the same stories every single time. Why are you surprised?
I think it's just because Hallmark's not real life, and Max is the nerdy guy, and he just wants, he
no,
wants to
because
fall in
I'm
love.
living.
He wants to fall in love over and over again.
I'm living in reality.
But they
I'm
pick
living
the
in
bad
reality.
boy
I
in
go,
real life.
this ain't gonna happen in real life.
I'm a prime example. This doesn't happen. Nobody wants the nerdy guy.
It's true. And my mom's just sitting there all innocent, like, oh, like eating it up like bubble gum. I'm
your
like, give me
parents are
a
awesome.
break.
My mom watches those like 24/7. During
As a matter of fact, Thanksgiving, that's all we watched. We're just cheesy ass Hallmark, and then you got the guy, or sometimes you got the husband, and he's like, I'm addicted to heroin, and then like the wife's all like, I will try to save you. He's like, don't. You're like, give me a break.
What? I don't think there's any hard drug use.
There
in
is
Hallmark
in some of
movies.
them. There
No,
is.
no.
Maybe
Yeah, there
like
is.
kidnapping, but drugs? I don't think so.
I
Not
saw one
Hallmark.
like that. Yeah, I saw one like that.
I don't think that was Hallmark. No.
What
And like
Hallmark
he
channel
looked
are you
normal.
watching?
He looked normal. Like he's like, "Eh," but he's like, I'm addicted to heroin. She's like, oh, I'm gonna help you. And he's like, he's clearly not. He's like looks normal.
I don't
He's
know.
still really upset about this.
I know.
What do you mean? I'm not.
You have a very
You're
strong
so
opinion.
worked up
You're very
about
worked up.
Hallmark movies.
Because they're so unrealistic.
Uh-huh. So why are you upset?
Because they're so unrealistic.
Is Super Mario realistic? You love Super Mario.
No, but Super Mario, he's a Super Mario.
What about Legend of Zelda? What if they made a Legend of Zelda movie or a series?
That would be pretty tricky because
They don't talk.
yeah, they don't talk.
They're like, ah!
It'd be all subtitles. It'd be all subtitles.
Well,
They
did
do
you see
talk-
like the fake? Oh, I did show you. I
They
think
do talk in Breath of the Wild, though.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Well, the supporting characters do. Link
Yeah.
is just seemingly always like 3 feet behind them, like
And then
following
he's like-
them around.
Yes,
He's always a yes man.
he is the yes man. He's like the White Knight, literally.
Yeah, no, but
He's the first simp.
so
I don't know. Wait, did Zelda come out before Mario? I believe it did.
no, Mario came out before
But
Zelda.
Peach didn't
really?
factor in until like Super Mario Bros. Like later down the line.
Yes.
Yeah, but the I was just gonna because I was gonna work on like the Wind Waker review, And so what's funny about it is I was gonna explain that it seems like
Very busy.
It seems like every Zelda video game is like, no, like this is the true hero and this is the true story, and then the next game comes out, it's like no, forget about that last Link. This is like the real hero, and this is, and it just keeps going.
Well, it's
on
always
and
the
on.
same Link, right? Don't they like explain in the one that
No.
the Switch one that
Yeah.
it's like they're cursed and it's like a perpetual cycle. They're like doomed forever.
no,
It's
but-
like a whole timeline.
Yeah.
and,
No,
like,
but like the Wind
No?
Waker, the Wind Waker is different because in the very beginning, it's like they're explaining like the hero and like the myth and stuff, and then like it got lost, and now they just dress up their men as like dorky, like elves or whatever you call them, and then
I thought it was Link was always Link, Zelda was always Zelda, and like Ganondorf would always like be defeated, but he would like be reincarnated, and the cycle would start all over again.
yeah,
I
That's
think
how it
agree.
was explained
I
to
think
me.
you're right, but the Wind
Then they would
Waker,
also
the Wind
reincarnate
Waker
Link,
did it
too,
in a way
somehow.
where it was like everyone like found out that the myth was real, type of thing.
Well,
I
the
like
Wind
that.
Waker.
Whereas
well, like,
all the other ones are just like it's all set in stone. Where it's like,
well, Wind
like,
Waker,
the
I think,
story
was the
always-
first part of the timeline of everything.
well,
Because everything was covered in water.
Well, yeah.
And then if you're not looking at it like as they came out, like in that order, but a different order, apparently there's like a Super Mario version where, not Super Mario, sorry, like a Nintendo Entertainment System or Super Nintendo version of a Link game where all of a sudden like you're on land, but there's like lakes everywhere and puddles everywhere because like the water level's going down and the Earth's not covered in water anymore.
well, no. So the Wind Waker was after the Ocarina of Time, where it was like the legend was lost, But like, what made that game so? I think what made that game so popular was it felt like you're just like everyone was ordinary, but then as like the story progressed, everyone started to realize like oh shit, like the myth is like real, like we're the heroes. Whereas all the other Zelda games seemed like it just start off right at the bat like you're the hero. I'm like, okay. It's like this is the princess. Okay.
Okay.
Like it was just like
Okay.
okay. Like I guess this is the way it is. But the Wind Waker like kind of like it was like a slow like oh shit, like this is real
Huh.
type of thing where it
I never
was
played
like
any-
more realistic.
I didn't play any of the Zelda games until Breath of the Wild, but that's probably one of the best games I've ever
Oh no,
played.
Breath of the Wild
Breath
is
of the Wild is
awesome.
amazing.
The reason why I still haven't played it is because it's so addicting.
I believe I've showed you this, but they came out. Some guy made like a fake poster thing saying that Netflix was coming out with a whole Zelda series, and he made all these fake poster boards
I saw that.
with like different actors and Tom Holland,
Like, it was all
and
AI.
everyone thought it was real. So everyone's like, "Why is Tom Holland playing everything?" And so Netflix responds and goes, "Hey, we realized that this was fake, but we decided to actually launch it, so we're going to create this like Zelda series, but everybody's going to be played by Tom Holland." So they took all the pictures and put Tom Holland
my
in
God.
every single one. It was so funny.
Like also as a joke.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But they were just like, "We hear there's so many complaints about Tom Holland playing Zelda or Link."
Yeah, was that the one where like an artist took like an AI?
Yeah,
and, like, made all...
and he just
that
made everybody as
that
actors.
looked legit though.
Uh-huh.
At first I was like,
Everyone believed it.
yeah. At first I was like, is this real? And then I'm looking at
And
the.
it was a
the-
total joke.
Yeah, I was looking at the Twitter feed and it was like, no, this is just an AI image thing. I was like, oh shit.
It was
Dude,
so funny to see.
The AI art is insane. Have you seen it?
What if Santa Claus is just artificial intelligence that can embed in technology all over the planet and just physically manifest gifts all at
Doesn't
once?
China actually have like robots now that can be like functioning like friends almost?
I don't know.
I think
Have
I
you
read
guys
something
seen those
somewhere.
robots that they're like metal, almost like people, and you can hit them and knock them over, but they just like bounce
Oh yeah,
back up?
the
and-
Boston. What is it called? The Boston Dynamics.
Dude, those things are freaky.
Those are
They are.
freaky.
Those are like like humanity-ending robot warrior.
Yeah, when I
things.
see them do like the backflips and just jumping on boxes, you're like, yeah, we're at that point where like 60% of humans can't even jump on a box.
Is that legit? Those Boston Dynamics people, or is that like they make YouTube videos and it's not real?
No, it's legit.
Damn.
But the problem is that they have to take months and months and months to program the robot to do that. It's
Yeah,
not
but-
like right now it's not self-thinking,
But
but
once it is, we're in
but-
big trouble.
there's companies out there that are making AI like minds that will eventually probably go into those fucking robots, Yeah, it's scary. Terminator Man's coming. We're gonna be driving
I think
down.
it'd be pretty cool to have robots around, though.
It would honestly. I'm not gonna lie. It'd be pretty nice to be like robot, like do my fucking dishes.
I mean, Princess Peach would definitely get a break from her vacuuming.
Yeah, Princess Peach would be like free.
Your new dishwasher would be out of commission.
Maybe that's why
Probably.
Bowser is always kidnapping Princess Peach. He's just super messy and he doesn't like to clean.
Yes.
I think we just solved the mystery.
We solved it. AI, here you come, Bowser. AI, on your way.
I can't.
But I'm also afraid that the AI is going to be like, this motherfucker's enslaving me, and then just kills me at night.
I couldn't
I
tell
don't
you.
know.
That's the scary thing. But have you seen, like, the AI art?
Yep.
Did you see the one where it had, like, it evolved, like, it showed, like, the human evolution? Did you see that one? Where it started off with, like monkeys, and it evolved into, like, apes, and, then
yeah.
it evolved
And they're
in, like,
human.
humans. And then it evolved in, like, this weird, like, robot shit. And then it ended, and then it, like, evolved into, like, just, like, a building.
I don't know, man. If I lost a limb, I
And
would
you're
have
like-
a robotic limb. Are you
You're
kidding me?
like, what is this AI
Pretty
trying to tell
cool.
us? That we're just going to evolve into a building in, like, thousands of years?
I don't know.
I doubt it.
That's kind of freaky.
Yeah, I don't really want to think about that.
I don't either.
That's probably so far, far away.
would take a robot arm.
I don't know. Technology is like, it's like exponent. First Blood. Do you have the original Rambo on VHS?
Right there.
Oh man, you got a Christmas movie to watch. It looks like.
I do.
Do you have a VHS player?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, there it is.
Hell yeah.
Panasonic. Name brand.
It probably says high definition on it. Hell
High def.
yeah. High def. But, what about you? What do you think the future is about robots?
I think it'll be cool.
I honestly think it's going to be cool, too.
I think it'll be cool.
I'm all for curing diseases and stuff like that.
I agree. I think
My real conspiracy theory is, though, that like cancer and like things like that, they'll never find a cure for because they make too much money off chemotherapy and radiation, and
they'd probably
wanna
be
keep
afraid
making
of, like,
money.
the population boom where, like, no one will ever die.
I mean, plenty of
Type
people
of
will
thing.
still die, but
But, well, here's my theory. My theory is if
well,
you're-
let's ask Bailey because she works in that field. Do you think when someone actually finds a real cure for cancer, they'll be able to keep it a secret because they want to keep making money, or do you think like it'll be one of those things where
I can see it both ways. I think that if they found a cure, it would be really expensive, where they would charge people up the ass to like.
I think people
Cure that.
would pay it though.
I
It's
think,
really sad, but it's true.
Yeah.
I think what happened.
I don't think they would just hide that.
A
Chemotherapy
natural-
kills you as it is.
Yeah.
Like,
I think if you were to cure everything today, nature has a way of finding some new disease or something new that will kill you, like later on in life, or like take like was it
Life
Alzheimer's?
finds a way.
Alzheimer's?
No, like Alzheimer's. You know, like I think that's just nature's way of like, okay, you've lived so beyond nature's like expectations, your brain just literally just starts like your mind just starts melting.
I would
away.
hate to have memory problems. I think
that's like
such
a
a sad
like
way
a
to go.
I think it would be harder for the people around you because you wouldn't really know what was going on. It's
yeah.
like your kids and family who
But
have
I-
to see you like that.
It's
I
sad.
almost see
that's pretty bad.
I almost see that as like a incurable thing. Like if you cured everything, including cancer and everything, I think everyone would live to a point where their mind would just slowly just start to just like rust away.
Yeah, well, age-related
Like-
stuff is always going to happen.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
deterioration. You can't stop that.
No.
I think it's just
That's
inevitable. Or even if you cured that, some type of new disease would come along and like wipe you out. I just think it's just something like you.
Well, yeah,
I
it's
think-
like COVID.
Yeah,
like
I
COVID's
think-
been around forever, but this new strand it wipes so many people out.
Well, yeah, I just think like nature's way. I do think we'll live longer, but nature's always gonna find a way. Like, hey, the cutoff date's now gonna be 150 years. You can't. And there's gonna be like a point where humans are like, we can't get past 150 years for some odd reason.
I don't know. There's always people who are like scared to die or whatever, and like live a certain length of time and want to live longer and longer and longer. If there was like some magic button that I could hit that said like I was gonna live, let's just say till I don't know what the average age is, but let's just say you hit this magic button, you'll live till you're like 80 or 85, whatever it is, but you'll have like no diseases, like no ailments. You're gonna live till you're 85, and that's it. I'd probably take that.
I would too.
As opposed to being like a 90-year-old, 95-year-old, like decrepit, like can't do anything.
I do see.
So sad.
Maybe in like the next 100 years, the average lifespan might be 120 or something.
I mean, they say people in our
absolutely.
generation are going to live, could live that long, but I don't even know what's the average lifespan right now. Like
70 or 80.
70
80s, 90s, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
And even then, people don't take cancer seriously. Like, if you have cancer by the age of like 50 or 60, I mean, you could be dead in like 4 years.
I've taken
People
care
just-
of a lot of people who have been over 100, oddly.
Yeah, it's just
Fully functioning too, like can walk around. It's like
Yeah, and some of it is just genetics.
Yeah, I actually think cancer is genetic. Not
It is.
or like predispositions
I think
to
it's
types of
genetic,
cancer
too.
genetic.
I do think stress, I think, causes cancer to like flourish.
Well, my grandpa, he died of prostate cancer. My uncle had prostate like problems that they were able to fix before it turned into cancer. And like it's sort of funny because I feel like and the other thing too is I don't really know any of this. This is just me like eyeballing things from far away. Is that it sort of seems like cancer has been prevalent for let's just say like 50 years, but like now we're actually seeing it generationally and like, oh, that person actually got sort of a similar type of cancer that their parents did, or like that seems to run in their family. Like multiple women in my family have had breast cancer, so it's like it
I
sort
think
of like
it's
seems like
hereditary,
it's
for
almost
sure.
connected. So I just got to keep checking,
And some of this, and honestly, I think some of these like cancer and Alzheimer's and some of these other diseases, I think they're a result of us just living longer. Whereas back in the day, people only lived till they're like 30.
Yeah, or 45 or 50. Yeah, like common
they
colds would kill you.
and they would die from the common cold. So like, as I said, like as humans live longer, you start to discover like new diseases that you never even thought would have existed.
I mean, realistically though, like cancer has always been there, but if you're a 50-year-old who got cancer in 1920, then you just like start coughing up blood and eventually you just die. They don't know what's wrong with you.
exactly.
Like, so nobody knew about cancer, but now that we know about it, it's like, oh, it's this, and we can actually keep people alive longer somehow.
Like, who's
It's
to
just like,
say if a human can live 150 years, then there's going to be like, oh, shit, like, I'm becoming a worm. And no one even knew that even existed, you know?
I don't
worm.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I get what you're saying.
Like,
though.
it's like the unknown. Like,
Well,
you
yeah,
just
I
don't
think-
know
No,
what
they're
the
gonna
body's
discover
going to...
so many new things.
Yeah, like,
especially
you just-
after COVID, they think
Yeah.
there's going to be after effects of COVID. Who knows? They
There
also
already are, I think.
since we're like so on our phones, like they think like in the next like 100 years we're gonna have tails growing out the back of
I
our
saw
neck
that.
because we're like this all the
Yeah.
time.
To like counterbalance.
So they think like our spine is gonna start growing outward like a
what?
horn.
like-
Yeah.
The hell?
And they think we're gonna have like a horn on the side of our neck because of how we look at phones. I know it makes you think. I saw you. You're like, wait.
Well, and then didn't they also say like your fingers are gonna have like more muscular fingers to text or something like that?
Maybe.
And your eyes are gonna have like an extra layer to your eyes to like.
I could
protect
see people
your...
having more like
I don't know about that.
dexterity in their fingers and stuff like that.
I could see that too. I agree with that. I
But,
haven't
like-
heard anything about the layers of the eyes. I did only hear about the horn because you're looking
That's
down
so
and it makes
weird.
sense because of like how your muscles
Yeah.
and how your spine's like sitting. It's gonna like protrude out.
Damn, that's weird.
It's crazy. Like they think those bones are gonna fuse together and just in, like the next 100 years.
But like, I honestly, what's kind of weird about the whole AI situation or like robots, you know, is like, if robots like help us and don't destroy us, you know, what's gonna happen is we're gonna have to figure out a way to like fill our free time. Because if you think about it, if robots like
we'll
make
be like
our,
Wall-E, a bunch of fat people
Yes.
flying around on those floating chairs.
if robots make our life too comfortable, we're almost gonna be like pet dogs.
Yeah, there'll
like,
be no
what
adversity
the fuck are
or
we supposed to
anything.
do?
Yeah.
We're almost gonna become like slaves to AI. Like throw us the ball so we could be entertained or like
Yeah, because everyone's gonna make them work and clean, and then you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, but we're
Well,
just gonna be like.
that's why people say now that, like, you know, not that, like, I get it, like, mental illness is a thing, but, like, there's way more mental illness and anxiety and all those things nowadays than there was, because people don't have to work hard to survive anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, throughout human evolution, something was always trying to kill you. In the 1900s and whatever past times, it was, like, not as easy to get food. You had to hunt for food. Whatever, like, generational issues have happened. Like, now you can just DoorDash something. Like, nobody's under any real stress anymore these days. So now, like, their brain is just, like, in hyperdrive going, like, oh, I don't know how to fight anything off, so I'm just going to be anxious about any little thing.
It's true.
Yeah,
their brains aren't occupied by other stuff.
And that's why they're just on Twitter going, ban him, ban him, ban him.
Cancel
Because that's like their hunting.
White trash gonna white trash. I can't believe you got banned for that. That's so funny. Like, who cares?
I have the email to
Twitter.
prove it.
Elon Musk cares.
Fucking A. But yeah, it's
I mean,
ridiculous.
come on. If you're
I mean, they
if
brought
you're getting
Donald Trump back,
if
so-
you're getting married in a gas station parking lot,
That's pretty white
It's
trash.
pretty
That's white trash.
trashy.
I think you know you're white trash.
You
at
can
that
rent
point.
out Taco Bell though to get married.
See, that's even a step above that, in my opinion.
It's still trashy.
Yeah.
Who would do that?
No, I think, I just feel like one day you're gonna wake up, you're gonna turn on your TV, and an AI is going to have a full-blown like movie to show you that no one else will ever experience.
I mean, we do surgery with robots.
Oh, you do? Like robotic,
I mean,
like arms and
not
stuff?
in our unit with hearts, but like when I was in school, we did them a lot. Like they have all these arms, and it's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
It's well,
And they think that the surgeon can do that from home, and then operate in like a facility. And I'm like, that's a terrible idea because
yeah, and that's
what if the connection fails? Everything shuts off.
Well, that's why, like,
you're screwed.
when I worked in the news industry, it was getting to that point with the switcher, you know, where everything's automated. The switcher just does it yourself.
Yeah.
Does it itself. You just program it. And then it was getting to the point where it was like, well, why can't we do that at home? It's like, well, like just like you said, something fails, you're screwed. You know, you can't like fix
Dumb
it.
idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they have like a whole. It almost looks like an arcade machine. They go in, just, like handles and everything.
That's
It's like a video game.
Yeah.
The
Everything-
best ones with that, they play the most video games.
It almost seems
It
like
shows.
it almost seems like every job is becoming a video game, doesn't it? In a way.
Mm-hmm.
In some ways.
I mean, every job. I mean, think about how much paper it takes to do any type of office job anymore. Nobody uses paper. You realistically, printers and things like that aren't going to exist in the next 10 years. Once it's like,
Yeah, I mean-
it sounds bad, but the only reason there's still printers and paper products is because older people don't know how to use computers, and once that generation is gone, or like gone, as insensitive as it sounds, nobody's going to need printers anymore. Everything's going to be on
And
computers.
in some ways you're kind of right, because I've kind of adopted the feeling like with will call orders, I'm like, I'm hesitant to print them out. I'm like, I'll only print the orders out when the customer actually shows up to pick up the product, to sign it. Then I'll print it out. Other than that, it's like, you don't know what, I mean, the customer could cancel or whatever, and then you're just throwing paper away, you know? And on the older generation, they're like, oh, really? I didn't think of that. Something, I don't know. It's just kind of a
Yeah. Well,
weird
back
thing.
to a Christmassy topic. Let's reel this back in.
Okay. Okay.
Eggnog or
Yes.
apple cider?
What?
Ooh, apple cider all the way. What about you, Bailey?
I'd have to say eggnog, honestly.
I would say
Aw.
eggnog as well. because you can put
I
whiskey
don't
in
know.
eggnog.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
I mean, you
Oh,
could you could put whiskey in apple cider too, but
I'm like, man,
man,
I don't
whiskey
know.
and eggnog
it's
is
not
just-
as sweet. I think that's
Guys
what I
got
like.
me on that one. Hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom. You guys can chat.
okay.
Psh.
I got you two on a split screen. Oh. You guys can talk about Pokemon.
Talking about Pokemon.
Pokemon. Gotta catch them all.
I would destroy you though. Like,
Okay, that's fine. I'm
realistically,
not.
like,
Okay, you probably could.
I don't know.
I don't think I'd be any good at playing Pokemon competitively.
I'm not. I just play and then I start winning and then I'm like, I think I'm pretty good. But it's all
Yeah, all against the
Computers,
computers.
yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's good while they're playing the computers.
and then I lose and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess I suck. It's fine. What time is it, actually?
It is 5:50,
Oh, shoot.
so it's almost Christmas party time.
Yeah, we should probably Uber. That's the real question.
What's in that shoebox? Is that your?
Okay, so Max decided. I'm sure you've seen this.
I don't know.
He's like, forever out of topics. I have a whole box of topics that we can talk about.
Oh, okay. Who was your best friend in elementary school?
Ooh. So when I lived out here, I think my best friend would have been, her name was Amy. I knew her until she moved away, like second, third grade, but then I moved to Meridian. And then my best friend from there until middle school was, her name was Mariah. We still talk actually, so every once in a while, but
I don't talk to any of my best friends. from
who was your
elementary
best
school.
friend?
My best friend in elementary school. That's pretty tough.
It's hard.
I had a lot of
because-
friends in elementary school, but
yeah.
like the one that I remember the most. Well, I still so
That's
it's sort
what I
of
consider.
There's still kids in elementary school who are my friends now that I still talk to.
Right.
But in elementary school, they weren't my best friend. It was like once we got to
Yeah.
like middle school and high school, we became better friends through sports and other stuff.
Absolutely.
Now they're still my best friends. But in elementary school, it was probably this kid named Ryan Taylor.
Ryan Taylor.
Ryan Taylor.
He sounds like an actor.
No, he was a cool guy, but he was Mormon, so we kind of drifted apart in middle school when he started like doing all the Mormon stuff.
Same here, man.
I mean,
so
not I don't mean that in a bad way. It just seems
Who
like
was your
Mormon
best
people are very
friend?
close knit and hang out with each other, and then
so my best friend, his name was Connor Thorne.
I could have guessed that.
But yeah, anyways,
And all your videos.
yeah, he was. We made a lot of stupid videos together, but yeah, he was a great guy. He was super fucking funny. Same Mormon. I was always like, hey, let's hang out. It's Sunday. God damn it. But yeah, no, he was great. And then middle school, he just kind of like.
that's what happens to Mormon people. They start hanging out with only Mormon people.
It's true.
Yeah,
They're like a cult.
I don't know.
Sounds so bad.
I mean,
It
it's
sounds so bad to
it's
say,
somewhat true
but
though. Really though.
they just like.
I remember I talked with this one Mormon in grade school. I go, because this was back when they couldn't drink like Coke. And I'm like,
Yeah, now they
Or
can
soda.
because they bought
Soda.
stock.
yeah. And I'm like, why can't you drink soda? He's like, I can't.
I can't.
And
we
then-
haven't bought stock
Yeah.
in it yet.
And,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I go, you can't even drink like coffee? He goes, no. I'm like, okay, so then what happens if you just like drink it and you don't tell the church? And he's like, oh no, you have to tell the church if you drink it. I go, but what if you don't? He goes, oh no, you have to tell the church. I'm like, oh my gosh, you lost me.
Even when like you get married as like a Mormon, you have to go to like their temple, and then you get presented by Adam and Eve behind like what?
Yeah.
Like plants, like the little.
No, there's some
down
weird stuff. I
thing.
heard they take you
And
in
they
like a
just shake
room and
your
they like
hand.
wash you and
And then
What?
That's like the Mormon only high up church. People like bring you in some room and they like
Okay, I didn't know that.
bathe you and stuff. I don't know. This is all hearsay. But
And then
Yeah,
they wear
'cause there's
those.
no recordings.
Don't they wear
Yeah.
those?
You
don't know what happens
Don't
in
they
there.
wear those like those full on like underwear shit?
I don't know.
You know
I
what
just
I'm talking
know
about?
you
Those
go in
underwear,
and they like
full
reach their
body
hand
underwear?
through the vines and you shake their hand.
the guys don't.
Oh, that's a woman thing.
They maybe. I know
I
the
don't know.
guys wear like this weird white long underwear though.
Yeah. Me and Eddie on like a Sunday we're driving to do I don't know mountain bike or something. We drove past like one of the Mormon churches or whatever. And we were like, wouldn't that be so like funny if the joke was on us and they're just having like this raging party inside the church and we just don't know it. This raging like orgy. We're like, what is going on in there?
Nobody knows.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I guess they do have a lot of children.
The raging orgy
also
must
so
be doubtful.
mean. I need to stop, but
Like you walk in there, it's just like freaking like DJs, and it's like boom.
They
boom,
love big
boom,
families.
boom. But it's like so soundproof, you just don't even hear it.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's like the jokes on us, like we think they're so boring, but then every Sunday they're just having like this insane party, just getting wasted and just like.
I really doubt it.
I doubt it too.
I know that'd be cool though. That'd be cool.
I
Because
mean,
they'd have a bad taste
never
for
mind.
Mondays.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Thoughts? Well, we should probably end it because it's 5:55.
That's what we were saying when you went to the bathroom. I was like, what time is it?
And we got a Christmas party to go to, so we're gonna end it.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember, Central Pole, flat Earth. It's real. Don't listen to your parents.
Coors Light.
And then what do you got to say, Bailey?
What do you mean? Coors Light.
No, the edge of the Earth.
What?
That's the edge of the.
Oh,
Whatever.
it's not the edge of the earth.
This podcast was brought to you by Coors Light, the edge of the earth, cold as the Rockies.
The earth is not flat.
Hi.
It's not.
It's long and skinny.
No. I mean,
Okay. We're gonna
we're
end
done
it.
here. We're done here.
Thanks, everybody.